excited to talk to Matthew today. I'm interested in learning more about what you do, man.
I ended up in property insurance. I did Hurricane Katrina, Rita, and Wilma all back to back. That was my start. And when I saw what they were doing, and I saw how much money some of them were making, honestly, they didn't really know much about it. But, you know, their charisma, just straight work ethic, got into roofing is when I realized, I don't know anything. I love learning. So as I started getting into learning more roofing systems aside just from shingles and learned about low slope especially, is when I really became fascinated with not just contracting, but commercial roofing as a whole. One of the biggest struggles is understanding the patience that it takes. Self-reflecting, being honest with yourself. That has definitely been a challenge whereby I've gotten ahead of myself. You have to remind yourself, or you will be reminded by reality that, you know, you can't do everything and it's not just going to be that simple. You do have to trust the process of learning. To have a high level of emotional intelligence as well as a high level of experience and knowledge in your field, and you combine them together, is when you really, in my opinion, truly become, you know, a veteran and experienced and someone who has been around the block per se. And you finally gotten to a level where you can build upon. When we at Dimensional Roofing really started making it in terms of money, it wasn't a conventional way. And I'm not a conventional person. So I jumped on it, right? And it was all about going after old hail damage, bringing an insurance carrier into the situation and saying, do we have physical damage or not? Yeah, it's undeniable. You know, I've had it. I did a claim that was, you know, close to $1 million, and they didn't invoke statute of limitations or anything like that. But it was an amazing experience, and it opens your eyes up to the opportunities that can be there that you may not always see. Kind of that mindset and those experiences have really got me thinking and going down the software path. If you think about why software is developed. It's almost always to make something easier, to automate a process, to do it quicker, to bring efficiency to it. That was challenging. It was a lot of fun. Having insurance companies, attorneys calling me, threatening to sue me and whatnot, you know, because they just weren't happy with it. I love disrupting the paradigms of life. You know, you do have to think about it and think it through. And that's another great thing about software is it forces you to think in this input-output type of way. The creativity in marketing, the creativity in looking for opportunities, you shouldn't put limitations on yourself. This world and this capitalist society, I promise you, there's always somebody there that is willing to hedge a bet for you if it sounds like a good enough idea and you've done your homework, you know? We have to pay for plans, for architectural plans. Why do we have to pay for architectural plans? When the architect and the developer and the owner decided they wanted to put this out to bid, and those plans were meant to be shared. This piece of software that we're working on, just by accident, we realized, oops, this is going to make all architectural plans free. That is going to be a major disruptor when this comes out. Spend as much time in the water. Try wake surfing. Try something new that has absolutely nothing to do with your work. Being able to detach from what you do on a day-to-day grind is very important, you know. But when you do that, you start to see things just a little bit differently, you know. Step back and ask yourself, like, what are the opportunities here? If you're a roofing contractor, you know, what is the technology that can help me, you know, do what I want to do? Find a philosophy. One of the other things that I'd really like to work on is helping consumers, building owners, homeowners, also have their own fiduciary responsibility in educating themselves. That right there can really turn things around for someone's life and someone's business.